Hi, I'm Jim Morris. I'm one of the founding partners of Transformer Insights, and I'm here today from the show floor at CES 2024 at the IoT M2M Council booth in a studio, a makeshift studio. And I'm joined by Charlie Key, who is the CEO of Losant. Welcome, Charlie.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Fantastic. And what we're going to be talking about is efficient and sustainable facilities, the role of IoT in smart cleaning. So it seems like a slightly strange topic, but
it is a slightly strange topic.
But actually it's a really interesting one because there are all sorts of benefits there. There's benefits for the building owners, there's benefits for the hardware providers, potentially in offering things as servitized propositions, benefits in efficiency, benefits in experience for the users of a building. So what do you take for it? So how is IoT helping companies to save money on their facilities? Start with saving money on their facilities.
And I think the saving money thing is multifaceted, right?
Yeah.
Like when you look at what it takes to clean a facility like the one we're in today, there's bathrooms all over the place.
Yeah.
We have labor involved, but even more importantly than that, we have a bunch of material involved. We have cleaning supplies, we have chemicals, you have all of these different physical goods that are getting used every time we clean a facility. And so, obviously today, very busy here, going to be cleaned quite often, but maybe at the end of the week, the last 2 hours of the conference, it doesn't need to be cleaned so much. There's a massive savings in materials alone on cleaning supplies, because cleaning supplies are not cheap.
Yes.
They're also typically not great chemicals for the environment.
Absolutely.
So what we've seen is companies that start to think about this from a dynamic standpoint are able to save on labor significantly and be more green, better sustainability. They're using less chemicals and really providing an overall better experience for the consumers.
Yeah, this is kind of a recurring theme across much of IoT.
Yes.
In fact, you're saving money, you're saving the planet because you're using less resources, and that's as a result saving money. And you're doing something more efficiently, and you're providing a better proposition. There's a synergy between all of these things.
And it's crazy how that works out. The funny thing is, even if we started from the end in mind of, all right, let's provide our users of our restrooms and our spaces a better experience.
Yeah.
Well, one of the main ways we do that is
Make sure
have it clean. Yeah. And so even if you start from that end, from an experience perspective, you're walking backwards into a very efficient, of great ROI.
Yeah.
We have seen customers save up to 50% of their overall cleaning costs.
Wow.
And moving to an IoT dynamic-based cleaning. And this is it's not rocket science, and when it comes down to it. Now it involves a number of layers like any IoT solution, from the connectivity to the hardware, to the software and integration from the operational standpoint, which the last part is sometimes maybe the most difficult, is integrating with the operational team and making sure that they have a process and a workflow that works for them, sitting on top of that technology.
Okay. So I'm conscious that we've been talking about this in a fairly abstract sense so far. To make it real, what does a smart cleaning concept look like in a facility? What are the different aspects?
So we'll start on the simple end. Start with the restrooms, right? Using different sensors, bidirectional sensors to track traffic in and out of restrooms. Using that information to build a dynamic cleaning schedule for the facilities team based on the actual usage of the restrooms. And so that can be as simple as notifying a staff member or cleaning member via email, push notification, text notification that a restroom needs to clean, and they deal it out to their team and they can go clean it. Or it can be as sophisticated as we know of folks that have smart watches for the cleaning staff that will get real-time notifications on which restrooms and spaces need to be cleaned. That's the simple, right? We can start to expand that to desks. So if we've got a large office space and all of our desks aren't being used, which nowadays in a hybrid workplace, it's probably a good bet. So which desks do we actually need to clean? Which bins do we need to clean, right? Like using sensors from a pure presence, occupancy information there, providing that information back into a cleaning schedule that can be generated in real time based during the day or on a scheduled cleaning. So your company has a cleaning person that comes in at the end of the day at 4 o'clock your time. A schedule is automatically ready for them on which areas need to be cleaned and how often. So, you know, that's how we've seen it in real life. You know, and the nice thing is your sensors are relatively cheap and affordable. Connectivity, we're seeing LoRa pushed a lot in these, you know, in these smart building, smart space solutions, and then whether it's backhauled directly to a software platform like Losant via cellular or through whatever connectivity they've got internally, that, you know, we're seeing these in real meaningful ways of easy deployment, easy hardware, easy software, all kind of plays together.
Yeah, and I guess there's some significant energy harvesting opportunities in there as well. So essentially you don't need batteries in these things. It's, you know, deploy and forget.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and we've worked with a number of energy harvesting sensors in this space, both from an occupancy standpoint, so actual counts, and a presence standpoint. So here, not here type of stuff. So in the past, we've worked within an ocean around some of this stuff from an energy harvesting sensors in order to really it is set and forget it for the most part.
Okay, and I did want to touch on return on investment and saving. Now you mentioned earlier that it's not unrealistic to save 50% of a cleaning bill. Are there other perspectives you can give me on some of the economic impacts? Is it more in certain situations, or?
It really comes down to the size of the space, the number of spaces that need to be cleaned, restrooms, conference rooms, whatever, you know, and how spread out they are, and the current process, right? Like, so if you wanted to put it into a formula, it'd really be like square footage, number of spaces that need to be cleaned, and how often are you cleaning them today, right? Because
and
that's
variability in traffic.
Yeah, and variability in traffic. Because let's think about a stadium, right? Like, we know we need to clean our restrooms in our stadiums and our spaces in our stadiums on a pretty frequent basis when there is a sporting event in a stadium, and probably not so much when there's not, right? But in spaces where you have a high variability, airports is a key one. Office spaces, corporate campuses, secondary education, large campuses, large spaces. That high variability causes a high opportunity for efficiency.
Yeah, that's where you can really drive out the cost by tracking those variable volumes.
Absolutely.
Which aren't so much predictable.
Yes. Yeah.
So, key question for you, Losant. How are you engaged in this space? How do you support this?
So today we do it in two ways. Mm-hmm. So one is we help supply the pure software platform to a number of companies who are doing this at scale, and in that case, you know, we're helping them think through both from the architecture, and maybe we're helping them think through the core software, hardware components. And the second one is we're working on developing and delivering a new product around this smart cleaning space directly, and that will include a very kind of turnkey experience for customers in order to set it and forget it type of solution and integrate with their operations team and facilities team. So we're going from a big customized solution to a turnkey solution as well, and so you know, those fit different organizations and different kind of setups. So we're doing it a couple different ways. Okay,
so it's about accelerating the realization of these savings, I guess.
Absolutely.
Save money to the clients and save the planet as well.
Yep.
So Charlie Key, CEO of Losant, it's been great to speak to you. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Take care.
Yeah.